All right, PropSet students, in this video I'm going to show you how to make the graphs that you need for project 1. So first thing you need to do for your bar graph is enter the data you collected for your variable. Some of you collected prices, some of you collected distances or Yelp reviews or something else. You want to put the restaurants in one column and the data in another column. Do not put any units on there like grams or miles or anything like that, because Google Sheets won't know that these are numbers if they have words in them also. You want to highlight your information, and you're going to go to Insert, Chart, and sometimes it gives you the right chart and sometimes it doesn't. So if it did not give you the bar graph, which they call the column chart, you would go here and you would choose the column chart. You want to make sure you have an appropriate title and that your axes are labeled appropriately. If you're missing those things, you go to Customize, and then you're going to go to Chart and Axes Titles. Usually it starts at the chart title, and so you want to change that or fix that there. And then you're going to go to the horizontal axis title, and you can add that or fix it. And then the vertical axis title there. So once everything looks good, you can copy the chart and you can paste that into your project. And then you'll do your analysis. The next thing you want to do is pick the 3 best restaurants. So since I was comparing prices, I was looking for the lowest prices: Popeyes, Zaxby's, and Bojangles. And I chose the 3 that were the best to do their nutrition information. So I found the fat, carbohydrates, and proteins, and I put that in a chart. I'm going to do the pie graphs for those 3, one at a time. So going back here, I have fat, carbs, and protein, and this is just Zaxby's information: 11 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, 0 grams of protein. Notice I don't have a G for grams because that would mess up my graph. So now I'm going to copy this, or I'm highlighting it, and I'm going to go to Insert, Chart. This time I did not want a column chart, I want a pie graph. So I'm going to go here to the pie graph. So it's labeled, but I need a title for it. So I'll go to Customize, Chart and Axes Titles, and this one was Zaxby's. And these numbers and labels are kind of small, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them bigger with a bigger font. And that should be good. So then you'll click on the dots and you'll copy it. And then when you want to do the next restaurant, you can delete the chart and you can put in new numbers for fat, carbs, and protein. And then you can do the same steps: insert chart and get a pie graph, change the title. So you'll do that for 3 pie graphs. And after you get your 3 pie graphs, you will do analysis that compares the 3 pie graphs. And then you're ready to do your calories. So you need to copy the calories. You can have the calories in a nice chart with the names of the restaurants on your project, but you only need to put the numbers into the Google Sheet. So you need to copy these numbers and these numbers into your Google Sheet. And you have one big column of all the calories. So then to make the histogram, you want to highlight all of them. I feel like I'm missing one. Yep, I am. Make sure you highlight all of them. And then go to Insert, Chart. And it doesn't usually give you a histogram. I have one here, but most of you won't. So you'll want to scroll down to Other. And you'll go right here to the one that says Histogram. So it looks pretty good, but we need to label things. So I'm going to Customize, Chart and Axes Titles. For the chart title, I can do calories and coleslaw. That was my food. And then I'm going to do a horizontal axis title that says calories, and a vertical axis title that says count. All right, so I'm counting how many restaurants have calories between 0 and 50. There were 2. how many restaurants have calories between 50 and 100, and there were 6 that did. Between 100 and 150, there were 3 restaurants. So you can see now how to read this. You're going to copy it into your project, and then you're going to paste it in and do analysis with SOX. All right, make sure you do your conclusions, your evaluation of validity, relevance, and impact, and that you cite your sources.